G'day everybody, today I want to talk about Drake's hit Started From The Bottom. Now I am well aware that there are plenty of reviews out there of this song. There's indeed heaps, a fucking cataclysm of parodies of the song, and the funny thing being that most of the parodies are better than the original. But that's why I want to talk about this song. Because this song is utterly disappointing to me. Utterly disappointing. Now, I'm not a fan of Drake. I haven't liked any of his works up until this point. Nothing has really jumped out at me as anything other than just a guy trying to make a lot of money. Especially his song They Know, where he basically just keeps saying, I'm rich and my friends are not. So they rely on me to give them money so they can have a chance of getting laid because they're ugly motherfuckers. Or at least that's what I've taken from the song. But we started from the bottom, there was a little bit of promise. The first time I heard this, I heard that beat start and I'm like, wow, this beat's pretty good. I'm really enjoying this beat. I didn't even mind the bit at the start where it went zombie on the track, which I usually get really annoyed at, but I was like, no. Of course the guy wants to take credit for the beat. It's fucking awesome. Okay, the chorus starts. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team's here. And he just puts the M word in there for God knows what reason. It doesn't add emphasis. It doesn't add anything to the story. And that's another thing. There is no story. Now, started from the bottom. Great concept. Like Biggie's song Juicy, you know, starting from the lower ranks and making your way to the top. Great fucking concept. Good beat. There's no way he could fuck this up. I don't care if it's Drake. There's no way he can fuck it up. It's going to be great. I'm going to fucking enjoy this song and I just have to get used to the fact that I'm going to enjoy it. Pop the ear goggles on. Listen. Okay, the chorus isn't the best, but the verses are here. Here we go and shit. Firstly, the stuff he's talking about, these struggles, seem pretty minute. It's kind of shit that everyone deals with. You know, living with his mum, they argued all the time. Yeah, we've all dealt with that. Not so much me because my mother died at 13, but let's move away from that and back onto this song. Anyway, he goes on talking about how he, you know, used to have a night job and there was a lot of traffic on the way home. Yep, still stuff we all kind of dealt with, just average struggles. Okay, now we're ready to hear about how he made it to the top. Okay, there's the chorus again. Okay, second verse. Give us some information and you keep waiting for the information. You keep waiting for the story. But like any other Drake song, he gives you a nugget of background information and then just goes on bragging. Like the stupidest line in the song, I wear every single chain even when I'm in the house. That's dumb. That's not silly. That's not funny, that's not ironic, it's dumb. It's a dumb line. It tells the listener absolutely nothing about what the fucking, you know, context of the song is about. Started from the bottom. Let's hear about how you started from the bottom and how you rose to the top and how you're 25 sitting on 25 mil. Do we ever get this story? No, we do not. And then you're thinking to yourself, maybe he's going to leave it to the very last minute in the song, you know, kind of tease the listener. Look, I'm going to tell you how I started from the bottom, but you have to sit through all my bragging first. You know, it's just my character. It's what I do. And I was fine with this. And then it gets to a point in the song where you realise, no, he's not going to talk about the struggle at all, is he? And it's the line, we do not like to do too much explaining. No fucking shit, Sherlock. I fucking noticed that. I don't know, by every other song you've ever made where you basically just brag and brag and brag and brag and brag and brag and brag. I do not have a problem with braggadocio, but most people who do braggadocio well are very good with lyrics. They're amazing with lyrics. Go listen to Self-Titled. He brags a lot, but it sounds good, and it has a little bit of a story with the lines, so there's a bit of context, and you actually give a shit about what's being said. But with Drake, none. Fuck. Background story. If he was telling the story about Jack and the Beanstalk, this is how it would go. Yo, Jack, he had a beanstalk from some beans. Yeah, nigga. And that would be the end of the story. Imagine this guy when he has kids, or even if he does have kids already. Imagine what their bedtime stories are like. Jack and Jill went up the hill. They had some water. And that was it, nigga. That'd be... It's just ridiculous. This guy can't tell a story to save his life. I kind of wish he wrote the Bible, because it'd be a lot easier to read, because it'd probably be about 4 pages long, and most of it would just be him telling you how he wears the chains even when he's in the house. It's pathetic. And no Drake fans out there can tell me anything different. I wanted to give this guy a chance. I kept hearing all this hype about him. He kept coming up even though I'm not a fan of mainstream rap. And I thought, there's got to be a reason. They can't have Lil Wayne with all the hype and then do it again with Drake and again with Nicki Minaj. No way. This is the one. Started from the bottom. Listen to that title. Oh, listen to that beat. It just hooks you in. It fucking grabs your brain and says, strap yourself in for awesome. But then awesome never comes. It never gets there. And with the line, we do not like to do too much explaining, it's like, you just wasted like 2.5 minutes of my life. I sat through a really shitty sketch in your fucking clip. Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't talked about this already. Most of Drake's clips have little sketches in them. Usually not funny at all. Now we started from the bottom, I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, this is his struggle song, he's going to fucking bring the best. As soon as you hear the guy say something to the lady who walks up to the counter, you're like, all hope is lost. This sketch is going to be hard to sit through. This is the first line. Oh my bosh. 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 If he said, oh my gosh, it still would have sounded fucking stupid. But you would have been like, well, at least that's an actual phrase. Who the fuck says, oh my bosh? What is this thing of just replacing words for no apparent reason? Does it add comedy to it? Does it add emphasis? Does it make the sentence make absolutely no sense whatsoever? So, overall, what do we have with Started From the Bottom? You have a really stupid clip where he dances around like a fuckwit and pretty much displays how little he actually knows about hip-hop. Then, on top of that, you got the false promise of a story which never fucking arrives, and then just to put the cherry on top, the worst line in a music video ever. I will never get over oh my bosh. And especially because the guy was talking about a pair of mammary glands. I love breasts. There are many ways to describe a good pair of breasts. Many, thousands, millions even. Oh my bosh isn't on that list. Fucking Started From the... Okay. That's what I have to say about Started From the Bottom, which is more, I started from somewhere, but you'll never know, but at least I wear all the chains in the fucking house. Drake, I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, there's that guy on the internet going, that's so Drake, as a euphemism for being gay. Good. You deserve it. You are gay. You're shit. You're crappy. You lack talent. You lack entertaining abilities and all this shit. You can't act. You can't rap. You can't sing. You can't do shit right. You can't even fucking tell a story about your own life. I can stand here for 12 minutes and tell you about my life. And rhyme it. Without a beat. A cappella. And now I'm not even a real rapper. This guy's a real rapper. He was given 3.5 minutes, more than enough time to tell you his story, tell you his struggles. But instead, I wear every single chain even when I'm in the house, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking gay asshole. You little Wayne like this. Huh? I'm tough. Because I started from the bottom. Chain in the house. Actually, before I finish this video up, while I'm still not bursting a blood vessel in my brain, I did kind of like the bit in the video where he said that, because it kind of simulated him getting hung. Make that a reality in your next video. There we go. It can still be saved, buddy.